is up, YouTube? Let's hit Puddles. I won here, and I am bringing you another Showdown replay. And since Aegislash did get banned the other day, I'm not sure when this will be uploaded, but I'm pretty sure it got banned on like Saturday or Sunday. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure that it was one of those 2 days. Over the weekend, I know it did. So yeah, I decided to upload a battle that I had with the team that I had an Aegislash on. It's a pretty decent team. I built it with the Goomy. Well, he kind of helped me. He gave me the Kieran Black set, and I kind of built around it. So let's just go over my team really quick. Kieran Black is Assault Vest, which is pretty cool. It can eat up a couple of hits, but not many. Since it does have not the best special defense, and you also run like a minus special defense nature. So, you know, whatever. But moving on, we have a Gyarados, and that is in fact Mega Gyarados. I did have Mega Zard, I think X on this team, but then I decided to swap it out because I didn't want to have even more of a rock weakness. And then I hadn't tried Mega Gyarados yet, so I decided to, you know, throw that on the team. And then we have Specially Defensive Mew, because Mew is a very good mon, not only in UU, but also in OU. I needed something that can get rocks and defog as well, and I really didn't want to run Hyper Cutter, Gliscor, or Gligar like I usually do in RU, but you know what, whatever. So I got the Mew here. Then we have Spooky Plate, Aegislash, which is, you know, hence my name at the top, Spooky Plate. It's got Shadow Ball, Sacred Sword, and Shadow Sneak. And then we have Physically Defensive Sylveon, which actually eats up a lot of physical attacks and also the special attacks because it has like base 135 special defense, which is outrageous. And I think it has like a decent HP. I think it's either the 65 or the 95. I'm not entirely sure, but and then in the back we have, you know, the best mon that well, not the best mon, but like one of my favorite mons in OU, and that's going to be Greninja. You know, the retro one, the blue one. I didn't want to put shiny on this team because I wanted to make everything nice, and it has a really nice kind of color scheme going on with the blue and the red, or not the blue and the red, but the blue and the black, and like it just looks nice. It looks nice. So in the pink, oh my god, it's just like a nice looking color. I just can't. Anyway, look at my opponent's team. I can automatically tell that right now the Medicham is going to be a huge threat, and if that's Calm Mind Clefable, that's also going to be a threat since I don't have a Steel type attack on my Aegislash. So I'm going to have to try and wear that thing down and get in before he can get off a Moonlight and do a lot of damage. So yeah. Also looking at his team, I'm pretty sure that the best lead I have is Mew since I'm carrying knockoff. So if he does lead off with Ferrothorn, or Fortress rather, I can knock that off, get my rocks up, defog, you know, do all that shenanigans. If he leads off with Keldeo, I can knock off whatever item it is. If he leads off with Clefable, I can knock off leftovers if it's happening to run those, or possibly even Life Orb, I don't know. And it just seemed like a good lead, so I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Mew as he decides to lead off with his Medicham, actually. I knew I could take one hit, so I decided to stay in. He does get the free Mega Evolve and the Fake Out, but I wanted to make sure that he had Fake Out before I did anything else. So knowing that he has Fake Out is very good information because that means that he probably doesn't have like Fire Punch or something to hit me. He's probably running like Fake Out and Bullet Punch and then Dual Stab. So that's what I'm guessing. I go out on my Gyarados as he brings in the Fortress on my rocks. I decided to go for the taunt here because I didn't want him to set up too many hazards on me. And also looking at his team, since he has the Mandibuzz, I'm guessing that this Fortress doesn't in fact have Rapid Spin and that the Mandibuzz has Defog. So he goes on to the Clefable here. I switch out on my Aegislash hoping that I can well, first of all, I knew I would be able to eat a Moonblast, but I thought that I could threaten him out with, you know, the chance of Flash Cannon, because Flash Cannon also has that chance to lower the special defense. But no, he just stays in. I'm going to go for a second Shadow Ball, and I think I get the special defense drop on this one, and I'm realizing that I'm not doing enough damage, so I need to knock off those leftovers. And I figure right here, he's more than likely going to go for the Moonlight, so I decided to get a safe switch out into my Mew, so that I can go for the knockoff on this Clefable, and it'll be that much easier to deal with. So like right now, I have nothing that can touch this Clefable because it's at +2 special attack, +1 special defense, and it's probably physically defensive. So I'm not going to be doing anything to this. So I'm going to switch out here, go onto my Sylveon because I realized that I don't really need Sylveon. Everything on his team pretty much handles Sylveon. Or everything on my team can handle his team without Sylveon. I don't need it for the Latios, and I don't need it for the Keldeo because I can outspeed and play around both of those things. So I go on to my Gyarados here, thinking I can take it out with a Waterfall, and I thought maybe I could get a flinch, but neither of those things happen. He takes me out with a Moonblast, and then he says yummy in the chat, and I was super upset by that. So now I knew I had to win the game. I go on to my Aegislash, reveal the Shadow Sneak, take out the Clefable. In my opinion, I think the better play would have been to go for the Moonlight. But that's just me. He made his play, that's fine. And now he goes on to the Fortress and goes for Volt Switch. I don't know why. Maybe to get some initiative, but he also does not come back in if he doesn't defog. So I go for the King Shield of my Aegislash as he brings in the Keldeo Resolute, goes for the Scald, and at this point I'm thinking that he's either Scarf or Specs. So I go on to my Mew, hoping that he'll burn me. or I can see how much damage he does. So with that damage, I'm thinking that he might be Scarf until he reveals Icy Wind. So I guess he's Expert Belt. But he doesn't get the burn, so that means I can go out to my Greninja. I can go for the extra Sentry, and I can take out this Keldeo. Crit happens, does not matter, because that stab, super effective, Life Orb boosted on I'm a Greninja. So he goes out to the Latios. I'm kind of afraid that it might be Scarf, but the way that he brings it in, and the way he's been playing hints to me that it's not Scarf. So I'm going to stay in and go for Ice Beam as he fodders off his Fortress, which is fine. I'm going to go out on my Aegislash knowing that the Fake Out is super obvious, as he does in fact go for the Fake Out. And now if he stays in here and goes for Fire Punch, then I know he has it, but I'm guessing he doesn't. So I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball, make the nice safe play, do the nice 24% to the Mana Buzz. I'm going to switch out here and go out into my Kyurem Black to take the Defog, because I know I have the Fusion Bolt and I have Ice Beam to hit this thing. And if he wants to go for knockoff, that's fine. It shouldn't do too much to me. And the Ice Beam is going to be enough to take out the Kyurem Black, or to take out the Mandibuzz. So that's super cool. I decided to stay in here to see if he's Life Orb or if he's Scarf. Turns out he is in fact Life Orb, so that means I can easily just bring in my Greninja, go for the Ice Beam, and take this thing out. He can't switch out into Medicham because that right now is his win condition. As he brings that in right now, I can easily just go out into my Aegislash, take the Fake Out, and then I can take him out with a Shadow Ball as he decides to go for Bullet Punch and Psycho Cut. Both of those things don't really matter because I am able to take him out, and that's going to be good game, dude. I don't know how to say your name, but yeah, that's the end of Aegislash being a thing. It was super good. My thoughts on it, in case you guys even care, and my thoughts on it would be like, I'm glad to see it leave, but I'm also sad to see it leave because it was a fun mon to play with, but it was a horrible mon to play against. So you know, it's kind of a toss-up for me. I was okay either way. Not really a big deal. I already had like a backup team for when Aegislash got banned because I knew it wasn't going to stay, but it almost did. So if you guys even care, tell me what you guys thought about the Aegislash ban. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Tumblr, add me on Skype. Puddles and A1 is the name throughout all that. Have a great day, have a great night. Peace, love, and later, Gators.